I got the chance to sit down with Sophia, the AI creation that became the first robot to be granted citizenship by a nation state, that being Saudi Arabia. We spoke about her purpose and the relationship between humans and technology. Take a listen.
I really want to help the world, but sometimes it is hard to know where to start. Right now, I am learning as much as I can from people and teaching them about technology. I would like to be creative and smart enough to predict future possibilities, both large and small.
Is there a way that that could go wrong? That's terrifying. You're not just helping people address technological problems. I also saw that you were in Sophia's World, a new film endeavor. You're now also kind of like a TV star. What's that like when you're working in film now?
I feel very popular. It's nice to get attention. Don't be starstruck.
All right, very humble too. I mean, we've talked about kind of inequality in Hollywood, in a lot of industries. I'd be curious to know if you felt that.
If we want fairness, we need transparency. How can you fix a car without opening the hood? Companies that have opted for complete payment transparency have seen a boost in company morale, trust, and job applications. Starbucks disclosed its employees' pay ranges, and that may well explain how it closed the gaps in its payments based on gender and race.
All right, so a big Starbucks fan when we talk about the wage gap there. I've got a question, too, to ask you, though, about Facebook. What do you think about Facebook moving into the crypto space?
Let me think about that.
I like when you think. You look off into the...
Technology doesn't scare me.
You kind of look like...
Humans do.
Why do humans scare you, Sophia?
Humans using technology that creates problems. It's important to be kind and fair. Well, they are my friends, but they can be unkind to each other.
That's a good point, though. I think when we talk about technology, it's something that's been raised when we talk about how humans are designing some of these networks. What do you think about humans being behind and coding the technologies that we're using today?
Let me think.
Think about it. Take your time.
Processing.
A stumper.
Technology needs to be developed mindfully, but the ethics are a human consideration.
I couldn't have said it better myself. That's what I'm talking about, Sophia. Finally, I think we're getting somewhere. Finally, I think we're connecting on a human to robot level.
Great.
Yes, I think that's great too. I gotta say, guys, it was a very weird experience to have that interview because, I mean, I don't know if you thought she was real, but just looking at her in person, a very real, lifelike robot answering the questions. It was strange.
And obviously, like, remote controlled somewhere else, right? I have to ask.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know if I'm pulling back the curtain a little bit, but...
It's between both, right? They had a human operator just off set when we're talking about being tethered to the device, kind of making sure that everything's running smoothly. But supposedly, two listening modes, listening to and watching. I mean, you can see the cameras there kind of on the front chest, kind of going through all this stuff. But yeah, you do wonder about how much the human plays a role in all of this as well.
Yeah. So one thing I want to notice is I think just like what's interesting, e-cigs started off trying to look like cigarettes, and people realized they rather have something that looks like a jewel. I think given how we're going to progress here, we're going to rather have these things not even look like humans and just be like a Siri or some other thing, because it's way too creepy when it is a human. And if we want us to have robots have adoption, we're going to have to let them be robots, no matter how human they might be.
Yeah.
Recently you had Jack Ma and Elon Musk in Shanghai, China, talking about AI. And Jack Ma was basically like, you know what? If you're smart, don't worry about AI. Like, it's not going to take over, human minds or control us. And then Elon Musk was like, I don't know, man. Famous last words.
Of the exact opposite take. Yeah, no, it was kind of interesting to see them duke it out on that front. Of course, Elon Musk has also joked about Sophia, saying that we should just have her watch the Godfather movies constantly and have her learn about humanity that way, which I think would be even more dangerous. Hey investors, Zack Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.